Every morning, you wake up with two choices: hit snooze or hit your potential. The sad truth? Most people choose the snooze, not just on their alarm, but on their entire life. And that, right there, is the quiet killer of success. So, if you're tired of being stuck, if you're done watching others pass you by while you wait for the right time, this message is for you. Watch this every morning, because your future self is begging you to wake up. Success isn't some big event. It's not winning the lottery. It's not buying a Lamborghini. Success is built in the smallest moments. When no one is watching, when no one is clapping, and when quitting seems easier than continuing. And mornings? They are the birthplace of greatness. You either own your morning, or your morning owns you. Think about this. The richest people in the world, Warren Buffett, Oprah Winfrey, Elon Musk, they don't start their day scrolling through social media or checking gossip. They command their day. They prime their mind. They start with intention. Why? Because they understand this one truth. How you do one thing is how you do everything. Still think mornings don't matter? Here's a question. What if the first 10 minutes of your day are silently predicting the next 10 years of your life? Let that sink in. Now here's the real problem. Most people wait for motivation to show up before they act. But the successful? They act before they feel ready. They train their brain to follow discipline, not dopamine. Because motivation is a visitor, but discipline is a resident. And speaking of residents, let me introduce you to someone who's been living rent-free in your head. Fear. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of wasting time. Let me ask you, how much have those fears cost you so far? Missed opportunities? Delayed dreams? Silent regrets? But here's the twist most people never realize. Fear isn't the enemy. It's the compass. If something scares you and excites you at the same time, that's usually the path you need to walk. And every morning you wake up, that path is right in front of you. But you've got to choose it, again and again and again. So if you're still waiting for some magical sign to chase your dreams, this is it. The sign is this video. The sign is the restless feeling in your chest. The sign is the version of you that refuses to settle for a life that looks good on the outside, but feels empty on the inside. Here's the truth no one tells you. Successful people don't have more time. They just use it better. While you're hitting snooze, they're hitting the ground running. While you're binge watching, they're binge building. Success is not about doing more. It's about doing what matters consistently. Now, let's get brutally honest for a second. You've had enough podcasts, enough motivational reels, enough "someday I'll start." What you need now is action. The kind of action that scares you, that stretches you, that shifts you, because nothing changes until you do. Here's a simple morning ritual that can change everything. Before you check your phone, check your mind. Before you react, reflect. Before you consume, create. Write down your top 3 goals. Visualize your future self already living them. Speak out loud the version of you you're becoming. Because the world doesn't respond to who you are. It responds to who you believe you are. And if you're still wondering if this can really work for you, listen carefully. You don't need to be the smartest. You don't need to be the most talented. You just need to be consistent long enough to outlast the ones who quit. That's the real secret. Consistency outlasts talent. Now, quick question. If I gave you $10,000 to start your dream today, would you do it? Most people would scream yes. But guess what? Time is more valuable than money, and you already have it. So, what's your excuse now? The most successful people in the world all have one thing in common. They stopped making excuses and started making moves. Morning after morning, even when they didn't feel like it. Even when no one else believed in them, especially then. So here's your challenge. Tomorrow morning, Don't just wake up. Rise with purpose. Play this video again. Let it remind you that you're not average. You weren't born to blend in. You were born to build something legendary. But no one's coming to do it for you. And before we wrap this up, remember this. The version of you that you dream about, they're not found someday in the future. They're built, step by step, decision by decision, starting right now. So ask yourself, are you willing to make today count? Or are you going to hit snooze on your greatness again? If this message fired you up, even just a little, then make a promise to yourself. Save this video. Watch it again tomorrow and again the next day. Let it rewire your mindset. Because success isn't a destination, it's a decision.